Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. How are we doing? Bit of a Sunday stream. Hope everyone is good and having a good weekend too. Kia ora Tahitian. How are we doing, whānau, bro? My hands are numb as, but I'll do my best, guys. Just had to reply to someone's TikTok comment. Happy Matariki, guys. Yesterday and Friday marked the beginning of the Maori New Year. So Matariki is what we call it when the star constellation Pleiades, is that what I want to call it? Pleiades appears in the sky pretty much. Yeah, so once again, whānau, happy Maori New Year. And may you achieve your... I forgot I was supposed to do like a presentation on all the stars and I fully forgot. My bad. Brother Otto keeping us in check. Okay, so today, it's going to be a pretty short one today. So obviously it's the weekend. And you know weekends are for my babies. But my wife was home and she says, go check up a short stream. All good. So we're going to smash some money out. Here we go. Oh dear. You know what I should use? A planer. What motive are you working on right now? Motive. What does that mean? Sorry, I'm not really good with words. Jared then, kia ora, bro, was gonna come say, you should have, You should have, my bro, I was just chilling. But I'm not gonna lie, my bro, I did not like their ticket buzz they had at Te Puia. You should have, my bro. Yeah. I feel like a planer would be better, but we'll just do that for now. So yes, it is currently Matariki in the country chat. The Maori New Year. I went to my first drone show. It was pretty flash. Alright. But yeah, hope you've had a beautiful weekend. Cheer Ken. Kia ora, everybody. I understand Dawn Trail's out today for Final Fantasy. Drone shows are like he said compared to fireworks, just how good it is. Oh, I thought it was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. They did a fish and a flower. I thought the fish was pretty cool. I think I'd rather just be eating a fish, to be honest. Yo, Darzan, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1, my bro. Cheer Tuti. I will admit though, I did see way better drone show when I was in Vegas, but from the hotel I was staying at. It was like a big NFL player kicking a ball over a stadium. I don't know if they're practicing or whatever. I'm so nervous for next weekend, man. Oh, really? I always thought that, like, how they don't collide all the time. Are they controlled by individuals or just one machine or one person in particular? I was wondering that the other night, eh? Yeah, my bro, it's a demo. Harapihi. Not really a Remu fan, here we are not. It's what was given. I'm going against the grain too, so that's not good. And you don't see. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I'm so excited for next weekend, but I'm so nervous at the same time. I'm going to meet Teddy Swims next weekend, guys. Kia ora, Waikato Wizard. Hope you're having a great day. You too, Mo Pete's. I'll be honest, I stopped enjoying fireworks a long time ago. I think it's just because I'm getting old. All I see now is money being burnt. So I was like, we gotta use that on something important. Yeah, I think I'm just getting old. I was keen for some sizzlers and some spaghetti on toast this morning. Well, we don't have any, so rats. Kia ora, Keiba, tēnā koe. What's up, Dawn, over on YouTube? Kia ora, kia ora. Woke up sick and not. Oh, bro. I woke up with a sore back. But it was that cold last night. We all slept in the lounge. Marae styles last night, watching some movies. I still wanna watch Planet of the Apes. I haven't seen it yet. So much motivation. Yeah, bro. I hate it when you what is it? What would you call it? Respiratory problems when you're sick. I had that a couple weeks back, and oh bro, it was annoying, especially when I was trying to carve too. Bro, there's so many Planet of the Apes movies. I enjoy them, but I guess you could say I enjoy the ones that had Caesar in it, because he was cool. He was a badass character. So I'm interested to see how this one goes. I'm gonna watch that weird movie tonight too, check. That weird movie with and Shaggy's the bad guy. I'm gonna watch that tonight. It's on Netflix. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. I just know Shaggy's the bad guy. Do you prefer? I'll be honest, I haven't even had waffles. I was in America and I had the biggest chance. One thing I wanted to experience in America was the diners. But I didn't really get out much when I was in Vegas. We were hitting like Taco Del Gordo every night. I always have versatility. Not even egos. I don't even know what an ego is. What's an ego? Am I missing out? Obviously there's egg in it. They could take it back. What is ego? Is it like the cousin of eggnog? That's the vibe I'm getting. It's like eggnog's adopted cousin. Oh, that sounds mean, cat. Hold on, chip. Whew. I really want to jam the new Final Fantasy thing too. We have waffles made from potato in the UK. Oh! Best burgers in Aotearoa, I think. On Jarvis. Where's that? On Jervis Street. True. Talking about food vibes. Kia ora, bro, are you talking about? No. No. Not at all. I'll never claim that I am either. Oh, I'm not that type of person. I'm just, you know, hitting a phone noise. Any 30 up people in the chat just feel like they almost pinged their back out of nowhere. What's your favourite food, Brox? Free food, if I had to be more specific, I would say sushi. Put the wasabi on the sushi. Oh, not on all of them, but on some of them. I like mixing it with the soy. When I used to, don't do this, but when I was, when I used to bunk school, I'd go to the sushi shop in town, and the auntie that was there, or we used to call her auntie anyway, it was this old lady. She'd say hello to us every day, and she was the one that taught me how to use chopsticks. Yo, highlights, thank you for the 3 months as an Optimus Prime, my bro. Have a nice day, you too, and also happy Matariki, happy Maori New Year. Kia ora, my bro. Do you ever go to Wayland's Noodle House? Where's that? I'll be honest, bro, I don't even get out much. Hey, bro, I love your stuff. How long does one carving usually take? It all kind of depends. This I can probably do in a week or less, because I'm doing a lot of this on stream, maybe a little bit more. I like to have a bit of a conversation while I'm carving, because I'm Nigel no mates when I'm carving offline, and bro, it gets boring. I will admit, on behalf of most carvers, we like having a bit of a, company to talk shit, basically. Do you listen to Drake versus Kendrick raps? Yeah, they not like us. Obviously, I'm on Kendrick's side. I feel you, bro. I say this with confidence. I would rather have someone to talk the absolute dumbest subjects in the world while I'm carving than have no one to talk to, because, bro, it gets boring and you finish too fast. Like when I used to carve, back in the carving school, you know, to all the brothers in the chat, all the males, you know, the amount of shit talking we do, the amount of laughs, that's what I enjoy about it all. And you can imagine, you know, all the male conversations there would have been had. I enjoy talking shit with Vegas hard out, bro. Watch your truck, brother. Tuhoi and Te Arawa. There's a movie out at the moment, chat. One of my cousins is in it that I grew up with. It's called Ka Whawhai Tonu, and it talks about Yo, Dejvo, thank you very much for the brand new Optimus Prime, brother. Bro, how have I missed 4 people already? Surely not. Thank you, brother. There's a movie out on YouTube called Ka Whawhai Tonu, and I've talked about this particular battle on stream before, but it's from a movie perspective this time. Let me just get the link for you. But yeah, it's got my cousin on it. So I'll share one of the videos. On the thumbnail, my cousin's the one next to Cliff Curtis. He pretty much, you know, grew up from a very, very, very young age. And it talks about the battle in Orako, but from a Maori's perspective. So that's the link there if you want to go check it out. I think there's a few trailers out, but it's out at the movies now, and me and my wife are going to go watch it up in Auckland, because we're going up to Auckland to watch Teddy Swims. We got invited to go and watch Teddy Swims. You man got invited to go watch Teddy Swims, guys. Okay, let's focus on the space now. Drop the side down. Still a bit high. It's a big ass eye too. Yo, Kat, you playing Dawn Trail? I just got told when you buy your copy, be careful because you might buy it for another region. Trailer alone was amazing. Yeah, so that battle there, speaking on behalf of, one of my tribe only, that's when one of the most renowned Tūhoi hakas was born from that battle, called Te Puru. So that haka, Te Puru, if you translate it, means the bull. And it was more so to liken, don't get feelings from this, the colonials to cows. Because all a cow does is, eats, destroys the land, shits and moves on. And it speaks about that a bit. Thank you very much to Carlos the Eagle for the 2 months. Since I don't play Valorant anymore, even though I just started playing it yesterday again. I just got told that there's a pirate character that's gonna be on, and obviously I like watching One Piece, so I re-downloaded it. If the next agent isn't a pirate, I'll just uninstall it. I just had a couple games with one of my cousins. She plays it a lot. Give all the good mahi. Namihi, my bro. Yeah, so I was playing a couple Valo games with my little cousin last night, and she's bloody good. I mean, most of this younger generation is good at that damn game. She's going, I'm way better than you. I was like, shut up, Benji. Fishy knows me. I got a raid from Benji Fishy. Stuff a few. She wants to get into streaming just for Valorant, or yeah, get into it if you want to, you know. I normally watch you play Valo or COD, and you know how most players in COD or in Valo as well are toxic. Like when they come to the comms on at the end of the game. Obviously, when they hear she's a girl, they're like, get in the kitchen, you know, make me a fucking sandwich, and I went, smoke them, baby. And yeah, she smokes them, and I went, no, you tell them to get in the fucking kitchen and make you a sandwich. She says it, and man, they go off, bro. It's funny. He's like, tell them to get in the kitchen and make you a sandwich, Boba. Yo, Pale Ale! Kia ora, long time no see. How are you? Thank you for the 38 months. That's the highway back to my hometown, 38. How'd you coming along? Well, yeah, we haven't really spent much time on it. Relatively simple. A relatively simple car, but hey, they Pale Ale Namihi for the 5 bomb. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss seeing, I kind of miss Cinnamon Toast Ken. It was cool seeing him at PAX all those years ago. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, if my cousin's really serious about doing it, then I'll help her out. She just wants to do it just to have fun. But yeah, she mainly just plays FPS games. But it's funny, man, when I told her, tell them to make you a sandwich, Bubba. How you been, Pale Ale? What kind of games do you like to play, Brox? MMOs, my bro? I haven't really been playing a bit of WoW lately. I've been playing the new MMO, Taras Land. I like it. It's a nice, simple, chill. I do like the graphics of it too. I've been playing Berserker and a Paladin. Or Barbarian, I should say. Yeah, I enjoy it. What else? I know Dawn Trail is out for Final Fantasy at the moment, and I'm not sure if I should play through current content first before going into Dawn Trail, because I still need to get cap level. What else do I enjoy playing? I like playing GTA RP as well. I just enjoy, the acting side of it all. FPS games I haven't really been dabbling in much. I was playing Fortnite for a bit there, then it got stale again. I didn't want to play the last season, but then I did, but it was strictly only for the T60 armor set, so it didn't make sense to play it for one thing. But I recently just got back into playing Valo again, because apparently the next agent's going to be a pirate. Personally, go back to WoW, been doing the pen. Yeah, remix has been really fun. I hope if they ever do another remix, it's Legion. If they ever do anything similar to that, because Legion was amazeballs too. Yeah, RP I play on No Pixel. My character's supposed to be buying his first car soon. I was supposed to be on today or tomorrow. But obviously, you know, carving first. He's going to buy the Penumbra or the A90 in no pixel. Yeah, bro, remix has been really fun. I really want to get the Tusk of Mana off, but I don't know if I can, you know, commit that much time to it. But I heard, from what I got told, you gotta make a plate class. And I'll be honest, I can't be bothered. I was more so playing remix for nostalgia, because I really loved Pandaria as well. Have a blessed Sunday, brother. You too. Can be a bit of a grind, but the remix mode does speed up things. Yeah. Do you know if tusks are you can acquire them without being a plate class? Because I've been playing monk. What would you using? This is Cody. Rimu, my bro. Oh, nah, you don't have to do that, my bro. I don't want you to go out of your way to do something for me. You're fine. I'm wondering what I should play for War Within. I've always played my warrior first, but I think I might change it up. Just because my warrior's name is Brox, you know, and dedicated to my favourite WoW character. You can buy it without playing the class. You need to go to Mythic Raid, okay, and get it with the bronze coins. Okay, fuck. I've probably only got like what 30 days left there. Okay. I really enjoyed Demon Hunter. Yeah, that's the one class from the melees I haven't really played much of. And I just made one for the first time back when Remix started. A lot of this still has to come out too. I'm planning to go all the way through. Within a couple of days. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. I'll definitely look into it, my bro. One of my friends, he posted up saying he could only eat 4 sausage sizzles. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was a piss poor attempt. Very piss poor. Hawk Tour. Also, I know that EU, wait, Twitch is launching the Bleed Purple statue, a gift for streamers who achieve the following watch time. Purple, 5 hours. Marble, 50. Chrome, 250 hours. I'm pretty sure I get one of these, eh? I could do with a new trophy on my cabinet. Not gonna lie. Hawk Tour. Bleed Purple trophy. I'm just gonna message Twitch Twitch ANZ and be smart. So am I eligible for that chrome trophy? I like getting smart to Twitch ANZ stuff. Oh, sounds like my kids are getting growlings. Barely a proper lunch. Thank you. Thank you. And this guy's Australian too. The people that claim that sausage sizzles are their thing. Yeah, I don't mind. I actually wouldn't mind carving one of those trophies and I'll fully design it. And then I'll say, yeah, but do you have one of these? Yeah, I forgot that Twitch EU is on right now. TwitchCon EU. Maori exclusive, bro. I'll probably do it, eh? Can you show one of your finished pieces? Sure. So this commission here, so those that watch the stream already know which pieces I'm going to show. This commission is actually my uncle's, my late uncle's. And so being his student, it was given to me to finish. Now this is one of his. This is the one he finished before he passed away. This is a hoe, otherwise known as a pedal. Purely a decorative one. Not necessarily used to, row your boat gently down the stream. The eyes are paua, or abalone seashell. The face is called a wheku, so that's one of the variations of manaya faces that we do, along with ko whaiwhai on the main part of the pedal, and on the face, the design is called rape rape. Now how you spell it, please don't get it twisted with the English word R-A-P-E, R-A-P-E. Now the rape rape can represent many different things. So, it can be likened to throwing a rock in the water and you see the ripple effects. The one I always liken it to is two entities coming together and forming one. So it can represent that as well, right down to your fingerprints too. It all depends on the person that's carving it. So this is my uncle's one. along with the head as well. He did on the end. So this was one of the last carvings he did before he passed away. And this is all for the same birthday, along with this one here too, the Manaya. And this is the paddle that I did. So he only finished one out of the two. So here, this is the one I did. Haven't put the eyes in yet, because I'll most likely put the eyes in when we finish the carving behind this one. So you can see two different, forms of design. So this is called Taratara Arkai. So this is how you would normally do the flow. And this one is in a different flow. It's called Raupunga, which is the fern. So Raupunga is our silver ferns that you may see. And the face right there is called Aruru, a bit different to this one. Aruru is an owl, so you can see the big eyes there. Now the difference that I've done this face before. So you can see, nose, mouth, and the eyes. Now on the ends here, I've added noses as well. More for the illusion, when you cover most of the face, you can see the side profile of one. There. So there's more than one face in the one. So that's it there. So we'll most likely do the eyes when I finish the big one behind this pedal. And yeah, I just decided to do a normal handle so Uncle could show me up in that area. And yeah, put a little design on the end there too. So yeah. And now this is the last one of the three. And that leads us to this. Would you make more sense to spell it in English? Rape. So this is how you spell rape rape. And rape rape. So you don't get it twisted with the English word. It doesn't mean the same thing. I bet he's proud of you. I hope so, but in saying that too, his sons, my cousins, always said me and all of his students that are still carving his pride and joy, and I keep that to myself, in hard days, and it helps me push through. Yeah. The triangle thing? Triangle thing. Yeah, Jimmy. Sure, brother, are you familiar with uenuku? What do you mean by that? Because that can go, many different ways. When around about 12 o'clock too, the first day of Matariki, I was thinking of my uncle, Because when Matariki arrives too, it heralds, you know, the dead that have passed on in the last year being scooped up and thrown into the stars. So it definitely made me think of my uncle. You know, my wife wants me. So shit, where was I? Yeah. So when Matariki arrives too, it also means that the souls that of our loved ones get taken to by someone called Taramainuku. Now Taramainuku, in his waka, his canoe, he travels over the country and throws his net down on the country to scoop up all the souls of our loved ones, and he takes them all out of the net and throws them into the stars to become stars. So yeah, when like 12 a.m. hit, it made me think of my uncle then. So I kinda, my uncle and my nan actually. So yeah, around 12 a.m. I went outside. And sat out in the dark and started doing a karakia or incantation just to kind of say bye to my uncle that way. Just saying goodbye to him. Like, even in a sense too, this is closure for me for my uncle too. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How are you, my bro? I saw that you were in the concert yesterday too, but I was being a filthy criminal. About to buy my first car. So yeah, I went outside and did a karakia or a prayer to my uncle just to say goodbye that way. Obviously we can't see the canoe, going over the country, scooping up our loved ones, but yeah. What was it for, my bro? Was it the Pride concert? Hey, what's up, Jiggy? Someone asked me to play. Oh, yo. Nah, all good, mucker. Who owns that club? Is it Reggie's club? I remember eavesdropping on him and my cousin Junior. Oh, like the bro Kif's character, sorry. Oh, the God of Rainbows. Yeah. I don't know, mate. Hey, what's up, Dickie? Sprout gang, Sprout gang. I want to get back into Final Fantasy because I actually enjoyed their game. But I'm not sure if I can make it. Oh, yeah, I probably can't make it either. I think. Oh, Race Club, true. Hello, Habibi. How are you today? That was funny. It was like, I had to role play. I'm like, what the fuck is a Habibi? Hubba bubba. You going to San Diego this year? I don't know if I can make it this year. As much as I'd like to go. Damn, fuck you are. Yeah, my honeymoon is next month, so I don't know if I, should spend for another trip when I'm trying to save for a house. So I know a lot of the CG boys are going again. And I heard the San Diego venue's like way better too. It's much better of a convention. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Vegas was something else, man. Oh, man. Snotty nose is not it, guys. Oh, bro, very expensive, bro. I think I got lucky with where Twitch put me at Resort World, because all I had to do was pay like $5 for the whole day for the Tesla tube. But yeah, bro, all in all, that place was hard to get around. I gotta go. All good, my bro. You have a good one, eh? And shop for dropping in, man. I think what we have to do now is just clean up this face and then we can start the next one tomorrow. Kia ora, my bro, kei te pēhea koe. Kei te pai, chef, kei te pai. Ahua makariri I tēnei rā. Engari kei te pai. What is it? It's called a manaya. A manaya takes the characteristics of a bird, and it's also a kaitiaki. Kaitiaki is something that looks after you. Can't help, you know, guards, whatever it may be. And this is one of the two heads that we're doing on the one. It's for a birthday though, this one. So all we have to do really on this now is clean it up before we move on to the next one. But I think we'll start designing the next one tomorrow. For now we'll clean this one up to now. Stream today was gonna be a short one, so not the typical 3 hours that I like to do. Probably 2. Luckily though, like my wife is home, but she starts work at 3. So she starts work at 3 o'clock. Man, I was gonna take my kid to a bike ride today, but it's cold. Frickin' cold, man. Big one. Oh. Thanks, wifey. Oh, shout out to Mrs. Brock for the coffee. Oh. Carving looks relaxing. Do you take, or is that an no? Oh, I'll be honest. I'm just gonna say it. Let me be open. I've never really gotten into weed. Like, I've been surrounded by it most of my life. Like my dad, I don't know if he still does it today. He's a grower. Funny enough, my uncle that these carvings belong to was a grower and a smoker. But the majority of my life I was surrounded by it, and I never really had any interest in it. Like all my cousins did it. I'm not a square. I've did it. I did it at every reggae concert I went to. But in general, nah, it's not for me. Yes, Chet. I did toke up when there was this concert called Ragamuffin here every year. It just made the music better. It didn't help with the hunger though. I remember when UB40 was here, bro. So this is the head we'll do tomorrow. So you got the mouth, nose over here, eye, and the head. So this is a whole different head. I'll cut these out too, and then we can carry on. But yeah, in terms of like weed, it's never really been something I've been interested in. Out of all my cousins, I was I think I was the black sheep, to be honest, because I did my own thing most of the time. I'd normally just chill with my grandfather and go and do the horses and whatnot. So growing up, my grandfather taught me a lot about, bushcraft, surviving in the bush, or in the outback, wilderness, whatever you want to call it, hunting. I was I was my grandfather's tail, basically. Yeah, she would have missed the machine. Yeah, like marakai, like gardening and all that. That's the kind of stuff that I got into. Not, going out to parties with my cousins all the time. The only downfall of chilling with my grandfather so much, we had to watch Clint Eastwood when Zoids was on. That sucked, man. And like even when he fell asleep, he was snoring with the remote in his hand. I'd take it out and change the channel, and he goes, "I was watching that." I'm like, bro, you were watching your eyelids. "8-hour Zoids marathon on Cartoon Network, my bro." A lot of my aunties as well, they go, "Oh, you look so much like your grandfather." I'm like, ooh, no, he was ugly. And they just crack up laughing. Zoids was hella cool, yeah, bro. And mind you, I still like Zoids today, not so much the new ones. I like, Zoids, the one with Liger Zero, and then there's that other one. I keep forgetting the name of it, but the main guy has a shield Liger, then it changes to a blade Liger, and he has that dinosaur thing that latches to the core. Zeke. That one. Also, chat, I saw their Pop Vinyl. Yeah, Pop Vinyl is also releasing a Street Sharks one. I was like, bro, I don't really get much Pop Vinyls, but as soon as I saw the Street Shark one, I was pretty keen to get it. Street Sharks, is it Dino Rampage? Or Dino something? Biker Mice from Mars, SWAT Cats, Samurai Pizza Cats. Those are kind of like all the cartoons that I grew up with, along with like Gargoyles as well. As soon as I saw the Street Shark pop one, I was like, fuck, I think I have to get it. I need it. I'm a grown ass man, but I need that Street Shark pop bundle. I love Samurai Pizza Cats and Gargoyles. So good, eh? So good, boy. They don't make cartoons like that anymore. But yeah, bro, so as soon as I saw that, I was like, bro, I need it. It's a need and a want. Yeah, like, it's basic as, but that's one of my childhood things right there. We had a good childhood, yeah, bro. They don't make cartoons like they used to. If anyone in the Discord has like a collection of like the old school cartoons, bro, we should marathon them in the Discord, eh? I'd be down. Sailor Moon, yeah. Mind you, I didn't watch Sailor Moon that much, I won't lie. Mobnastic, thank you very much for the 2 months, my brother. But yeah, man, I have a lot of fond memories of those cartoons growing up. It was just hard to watch them as I got older because of my uncle. He was a bit of an asshole where he wouldn't let us watch what we wanted to on the TV all the time. What's up, Hearty? He was a bit of an asshole with the TV, but my sister-in-law's here because her and my wife laugh like freaking hyenas. Voltron, yeah, Power Rangers, Galaxy. Oh, I remember Galaxy Rangers. Damn. I remember I used to watch OG He-Man. What else? It's quite a few, eh? I actually want to watch them now. Yeah, I used to always think that what's the main gargoyle's name again? I used to always think that it was my uncle, the one who I'm doing this for, because he looks exactly like him. Big ass flat top blending into a mullet. Yeah, he used to rock that hairstyle, and I used to think he was the main gargoyle in the cartoon. Goliath, yeah, that's his name. Any of you watched the live adaptation for One Piece? I just saw they announced the next 3 actors for the next season, and one thing I'm very concerned about is how they're gonna portray 2 of my favorite characters from their season, Dory and Broggy. Because I hope they make them giants instead of normal people. I like Dory and Broggy. I just hope, yeah, they don't make them normal sized. I just seen it on their Twitter yesterday. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't look too like, how do I explain it? That baby of the last Twilight. Hope they don't go that standard. And I understand if you haven't seen that too. But yeah, that's my main concern with the portrayal of Dory and Broggy. I don't even know how to say that, I sounded dumb. But yeah, that. Che Buena Vista. Kia ora. The way you suck my pipe got my balls extra tight. I'ma make you a mile. Sorry, it's just a No Pixel song, chat. The eggs with their way feel fallopian tubes. Pretty important characters too. Love them both. Yeah, bro, I love them too. As soon as I saw them like in the first series, because I think like in One Piece in general, that was the first time we would have seen like Haki, right? Visually, when they blew that hole in that fish. But yeah, out of like the main cast, them two are 2 of my favorites. Just because they're like good vibes as well. Dory and Broggy. And I like the Giants too. The Elbeth arc is gonna be something else, man. It's gonna be pretty good. Because that's the last island. Before they get to Raftel. Or if they do, we don't know what Oda can pull anything out at this point. Does anyone read it? Yeah, bro, it's gonna be good, bro. I think the reveal I'm waiting for the most is the OG Joy Boy. Obviously, we're getting little snippets here and there. Been reading Egghead? Oh, bro. Been reading Egghead, bro. You're in for a freaking ride, bro. It's been amazing. I won't lie, it's been better than Wano, and Kaido is one of my favorite characters. It's been freaking amazing, bro. But I don't want to say too much just in case there's people that don't read it in here. Ooh, nice slab too. Kia ora, Tua. Kia ora, kia ora. Oh. Alright, so what I'm just doing, chat, is getting the nice round. I've put a line on the side here, like as a guide for the depth that I want to go. Anything past that is a no-no. Rox, how did you start wood carving? I started back in primary school, brother. My uncle introduced it to me at a very young age. And I'm now 32, turning 33 soon, and yeah, that's how long I've been going for, brother. And I probably won't stop until, you know, I can't hold my tools anymore. Pretty much. Ooh. I've got to try and make time this week, Ted, to go and look for me a coat for Queenstown for my honeymoon. What wood do you typically use for carving? Majority of the time, ideally, native timber to my country. But at the same time, it all depends on, you know, what I have at the time too. The first carvings that we ever carved on Twitch, aka the first Maori wood carvings to ever be done, just tooting my horn a little bit there. They were made out of a coffee table, which was podocarp pine. My former employees were about to throw it out, but I could see the carvings I wanted in them, and I said, give them to me, give me that table. And I went Texas Chainsaw Massacre on it, and next thing you know, we got 2 carvings out of it. Yeah. So really, any timber can be valuable, even if it's the ugliest piece of timber. It makes it more fun, because it adds to, like, the challenge of it all. Yeah, so at the same time too, with native timber, it can be hard because obviously, you know, we don't cut down our native timber unless, you know, it falls down naturally. But where I come from, like, there's a lot of native timber that's fallen down, like, and majority of the time people just leave it on the side of the road for others to cut up, or I just go to the there's a wood recycling centre here too, that so they're like busting down all the old buildings, you know, and some of them, majority of the old buildings these days have native in it. And I've mentioned this story before. So I had to do a taiaha on stream one time. So a taiaha is one of our most renowned weapons. And I went to the wood recycling centre. And then I saw a piece that would fit perfectly. It was rata, one of the hard timbers that we have. And the guy goes, oh, this will be no good timber. And he goes, I'll sell this to you for like $80. And obviously, me knowing the value in the timber, I skamazed him for $80. So I paid $80 for an $800 piece of timber. Because he told me this will be $80. And I went, oh, yeah, that'll be $80. Yeah, it's not the best cut, but deep down I knew. I was like, yeah, this guy don't know his native timber. And he goes, yeah, I'll sell it to you for 80. And then I went, oh yeah, no, it's a reasonable price. For off cut. Because it was primed as, it was like ready to go pretty much, and me being the cheeky person I am, obviously, you know, I'ma go with it. So he ended up paying $80 for a $800 piece of timber. And got paid $800 for the commission, because it was from one of my wife's cousins, partners. It's one of those jobs. Oh, hold on, check. So yeah, copped ourselves a nice piece of timber with a nice, you know, payout. So I can't be mad at that. But yeah, I wasn't gonna tell him. I was just letting him lead, and then I was reacting. I told one of the master carvers that I learned under, and he just laughed. How often do you get commissions? That's pretty much all I do, brother. So I'll be doing a GTA carving soon, but in the style that I do. What was that? Oh, my phone plan is running out tonight. So after this commission, gosh, I gotta go through my book again. So these are those trophies at Twitch that they're giving out. So over 3,150 people have qualified for the purple one, 285 for the marble one, and 225 for the 250 mil trophy. So these are like bleed purple trophies, like Twitch trophies. I'm gonna carve my own too. Wonder which one we'll get. Maybe the purple one, eh? I don't think I've had 250 million watch hours, to be honest. Since 2015. I wasn't even streaming back in 2015. Interesting. I haven't really been keeping up with Twitch EU. Interesting. I need to check up on the Twitch EU announcements. What's up, Big Ed? That's Miss Caffeine Note? That's a name I haven't seen in a while. What does he get up to these days? Must be just ATK stuff. Funny thing is, I have my ATK hoodie on right now. If there's an org I ever wanted to work with, it'll most likely be them, because they look like a good bunch to have fun with. HK stuff. Oh yeah, I heard about his gym. True. Yeah, I think that's him for today. Do the top for a bit. She said she wanna. Good afternoon, how are you, brother? I'm good, man. How are you? Thank you very much to Slugs or Snails for the 7 months of the Biz Prime. Thank you, brother. Let's hit 30. Yeah, appreciate the love, my bro. How are you, my bro? Just trying to. So once both the heads have been molded on this particular piece, then we do the body. We'll do the body last. Stop by to see how you were doing. Hey, I was crafting. Hey, appreciate that, my brother. I want to see the Pog Fiku one. Yo, thank you very much, Mega Squeals, for the Optimus Prime as well. Where is it? There it is. Yes, I wanted to get more like carving emotes on my stream, or this channel anyway. My alt channel is eligible for a sub button, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Like, I got told from Twitch you can do it if you want. I was like, oh. It's just for emotes, really. I'm so happy with how the Pog emote turned out, eh? A small, I don't know if I can say that name without getting in trouble. Thank you for the Optimus Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I do apologise. I've only just found out today that this only counts to new people subbing, and I don't know how to make it count for everybody. If people know how to link me the YouTube videos, I'm very not good with that kind of stuff. I wish Twitch was more open to emotes. Yeah, it kind of sucks that you need a sub button for emotes. So that's where all my the emotes for my gaming mascot my daughter's made would go. But I'll leave them on here for now. So yeah, the green bee in my emotes chat was something created by my daughters. It was they wanted to contribute to making a mascot for my gaming channel, and that's what they come up with. All I asked them was, when you look at Papa, what animal do you see? And they said bear, lion, monkey. My youngest one said elephant ass. Little shit. Gorilla. And yeah, we just chose one out of a hat, and it was the bear. Yeah, my youngest, man, she's a cheeky little shit, man. But that's why I love her. Don't some use Better TTV? Oh, okay. Better TTV uses the extensions. Oh, yeah. Yo, Jiggy, what's a amakua? What's that? Not to just put you on the spot, my bad. Oh, can hear my girls getting a growling from their mother. Some ancestor or god. Oh, okay. I was listening to Jason talk about his tattoos last night. I was gonna Google it, but I went, nah, I know someone that can actually tell me that's from there. I think out of all of the Polynesian cultures out there, other than my own, it's probably Hawaii and Tahiti that you know, piques my interest the most. Because in Maori culture we consider you two like the tuakanas, the elders of all of us. Yeah, we consider Hawaii and Tahiti the elders of all the Polynesian lines. Ancestor. Oh, okay. Guardian to protect one's family. That's all. That's all. Like if I was to have a son, the middle name would most likely be Kamehameha, but in saying that too, that word in Maori language is something precious and prestigious. I've always liked the sound of that, but at the same time, you know, you don't wanna name your kid after the main man from Hawaii, because ko ia te tangata, he is him. I love polyculture. Yeah, me too. Not because, you know, super biased, it's just amazing. So I always say I love being Polynesian. You're an inspiration to many, including myself. As long as you can, you know, use whatever I do in life to your advantage in your path, brother, I'd say go hard. Go hard, my bro. But yeah, who knows if I have a son? I just know, in the words of Michael Jordan or LeBron James, I've got one more in me. After number 3, no more. To name oneself, yeah. Does the same go for Maori culture? Not so much. Now that I think about it, I know a few people that have ancestral names. Not really. Like in terms of like Tuhoi, I know a few people that have been named after Tuhoi. But the funny thing is, you know, our ancestor Tuhoi was hard ass, killer warrior, man. And then there's people that are named after him today, they're quite soft. They're quite soft compared to their namesake from all those years ago. But yeah, if I was to ever have a son, I'd probably name him after one of my ancestral carvers. I don't want to say the name just in case. But if we have another girl, I'd probably let my father and mother-in-law and my wife name our baby, our next one, whatever it may be. Like in our culture, it's been tradition that the father gives the names. But because my wife is so headstrong, yeah, there was contribution from both sides. Yo, thank you for the raid, Blazing Glory. And also, what's up, Lost Funded? Have a lot of headstrong women. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, well, I want to have a kid before I get any older anyway. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, daughter or son. Yeah. Outside of Maori culture, what is another Polynesian culture you really like? Hawaii and Tahiti. Probably more Hawaii. Yeah. More so the Paki Waitaras that they have, the stories and the history. As I read about King Kamehameha, and holy, when I saw him I was like, wow, he literally is him. And the fact that you know, the people, is it disrespectful if I talk about it, Jiggy? Correct me if I'm wrong too, please. From what I read, I don't know if it's right, when he passed, the people that buried him, I don't know how to say this. Obviously, they didn't live long either, you know, so no one knows where he's buried. Correct me if I'm wrong though, Jiggy. I'm free? Hello? What happened? Yeah, I think from what I read, the people that buried him died with that secret, so no one knows where he is. I could be wrong, that's why I'm asking Jiggy. Thought it was hilarious. Wait, hold on now. Headstrong. Yeah, I'll post that. Okay, who are we talking about? King Kamehameha. So the people that buried him kept that secret without telling anyone, so no one knows where he's buried. I read about that. I don't know if it's right though, so I want to ask you, because I was saying, bro, if he did that, he is him. He's probably outside of my own culture again. King Kamehameha has to be one of the most Giga Chad ancestors ever, along with Musashi. Because he united all the tribes as well, eh? I just love Polynesian in general. I think he did. So when we get to this point, how's it going, brother? Good. We got a bit of a weekend session in, which is good. Always like normally if I stream on the weekend, it's gonna be no more or less than I believe he's still undiscovered. Yeah, that's badass. I think that's freaking cool. Could also be wrong. Yeah, that's rangatira if no one knows where he's buried. Definitely up there in my opinion. Yeah. Keep the fire content. Thank you, brother. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow on Monday, where we do our longer streams. So tomorrow, we're done focusing on this head. So we finish, done focusing on this part. We're gonna go to the bottom tomorrow. There's another head at the bottom, and I'm gonna start molding that up. This was more just to set this one, and then we're going to set the other one tomorrow. Polynesia is that they're separated by land but we're connected by water. Yeah. What is something you find fascinating about your own culture? All of it. I think with recent events, probably Matariki. Yeah. So Matariki was a time where our people didn't really go to war very much. Only day in the Bay of Plenty, yeah, but still cold, my bro, still cold. Yeah, there's so much, eh? Like the way of thinking that our ancestors did, like back in those days, is next level. What's the best thing about living in NZ? Definitely not the fucking living costs, my bro. Fuck. My culture and probably the land itself. Living costs us. Government us. What else? Oh, just those two. Cost of living is going up and then people go, oh, I'm gonna move to New Zealand. I was like, don't do that, that's a dumb idea. Not because I don't want you, just because I'm saving you from how shit it is in our country right now. Pies are pretty good, yeah. I know Americans are quite taken back by hearing about a meat pie, steak and cheese pie. And I know a few of my American friends that have actually come to our country and tried a pie. You know when you eat something and it looks like I don't know how to explain it. Get the busting sensation. Your eyes roll back and all that. That's how they feel when they eat a pie because they think it's that good. Can't believe I just fucking said that. Living costs and government is asking too. I remember one of my vegan mates, he wanted to try and I was like, are you sure? I don't want to, trample on the way you eat. And yeah, he tried it and his eye twitched. I was like, oh, so is that good or bad? And he goes, I want another one. I was like, I didn't do it. You did it. You did it. But I think today he's still. Oh, I don't even think he can call himself a vegan anymore. But he definitely liked the pies. Mm. Has it ever crossed your mind to go vegan? Yeah, I tried it for a week. It wasn't even that bad. Some of their dishes are nice. It's just their dishes. I think vegan dishes are too much of this being spent. But yeah, I'm raised the way I was, like hunting and whatnot. Um, I don't really do that. What's that diet everyone does? That carnivore diet. Carnivore diet. I don't really do that. I like a bit of veg with my food. Yeah, I thought it wasn't too bad. It's just cost wise, eh? Buy this broccoli or buy this gluten free packer broccoli that's like $10 more expensive than the broccoli straight out the bloody ground. I was like, yeah, nah. I was eating a steak after the whole week. It's not bad. Like they got some good dishes, but meh. Yeah, it was a bit meh for me. Alrighty. I told my boyfriend I wanted to go vegan, and he laughed at me. I was trying out TikTok because the pigs are in the slaughterhouse. I'll be honest, I haven't really been eating that much pork, like at all. I'm not a religious eater, or I just haven't really wanted it. I couldn't do vegan or kind of. Yeah, I just eat normally. I don't really do any diet at all. Just eat within your portions. That's all I do. Don't really do anything else. Uh, yeah, I probably could never give up, meat in general, because that was the way of life where I was from, or where I'm from. And there was a moment where we got snowed in for about 6 months, and 6 months, and pretty much everything ran out in the fridge and the freezer. And we pretty much had to go hunting. But luckily enough, it was easier to spot the deer. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty mid too, to be honest. Okay, we've hit 2 hours. Sorry, I'm getting hungry talking about all this food. I'm gonna finish up for today, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for our cheeky 2 hour stream. Thank you very much for the 17 out of 30 in the daily sub goal. Um, I'll be honest, I'm probably just gonna go and have some porridge. Porridge and some rock melon I got last night. My kids wanted lollies and I wanted a rock melon. So you have a good one. I'll see you all tomorrow. We will be doing the other half of this carving. And let's push. Let's push tomorrow. And you all have a good weekend, eh? Good rest of your weekend. If I do go live on my other channel tonight, notifications should pop up. It'll most likely be some RP. But for now, I'm going to love and leave you. Have a good day. I'll see you all later. And see you all sharp and ready for tomorrow. Ka kite.